And welcome back to Alan Wake. We're jumping into episode 2 of the 6-episode series. It's been a week since I've played, so hopefully we're going to get a little trailer here to see what happened previously.
Previously on Alan Wake.
Convenient.
I came to Bright Falls with my wife, Alice.
Thank you for coming here with me. I thought maybe you could write here.
I don't want to hear it! God damn it!
Nope.
Alice. Now, she's missing. Alice? Alice?
Yep, she was taken by some dark, shadowy
Behind the
woman.
wheel of a crashed car. I'm missing a week. I was attacked by shadowy men straight from a nightmare. The sheriff took me to the lake Alice and I had stayed
So he
at. But the cabin
woke
had
up a
disappeared.
week later? Episode 2. Taken. Oh, and now we're jumping back into the past? Alright. Oh, I was a younger writer then, full of life and success. And probably some roles. Alright. Honey, I'm home.
I'm home.
What are the odds
Back here, sweetie.
that we say the exact same thing?
Worst weather I've ever seen.
Oh, dang, yeah.
It'll warm you up.
It is a mess out there. Oh, look at that. Walk straight to the coffee maker, like I meant to.
Great. Thanks.
So, we're in the bass.
If I'm gonna finish this by tomorrow.
Did we just move into this place? Maybe. But looks... Yeah, looks like I'm in the past now. I wonder if this whole episode's gonna be back then, or... Who knows? This is a very swanky apartment, though. I'm surprised I can afford it on a writer's
Oh, hey,
salary.
I just finished those cover mock-ups. They're on your desk. Tell me what you think.
Ooh,
No
I'll tell you what I think
I didn't think you'd get them done this
after I
quickly.
pick up my hot cocoa
On
moo.
occasion, I can perform all sorts of miracles, my dear.
Oh, really?
Well, you seemed to think so last night.
Okay, where are the mock-ups at? I'd like to examine the mock-ups on my desk. Where's my desk? Is it in here? This is where I do my work. This is where I do my work. Alright.
These look really good.
Oh, sure, until Barry gets his hands on them.
This is the same cover art that was in the
My dead body.
diner.
The last time was the last time. Oh, and speaking of Barry, he called.
Oh, shit. She hates the dark. I'm here.
Please check the fuse box.
You okay?
I'm right here. I'm on it, honey.
Please hurry.
Jeez, man, she is just paralyzed.
I'm right here, baby.
I'm fine. I'm fine. Just
She is
get the lights
paralyzed
on
with
now,
fear.
Please.
I'm trying. Alright, where were they? I was not focusing. There we go. Because who doesn't put a fuse box?
Honey, it's a power outage. I've got the flashlight.
Alright?
Okay.
Here for you,
Hi.
girl.
You okay?
I'm sorry. It just really spooked me.
Don't worry. We'll
I
just
want to
break
know,
out the
like,
candles.
what causes her to
I know it's
be hurt like
stupid,
that.
but it's just,
Like, what was that? Oh,
especially when I'm not prepared for it, you know?
an intimate candle
gets
night
to me.
evening.
I love you.
Tell me a story, writer.
Okay.
Oh, I'll
I
tell
used
you a
to have
story.
these nightmares when I was a kid. The dark really spooked me too. When it got really bad, my mom gave me this old light switch. She called it the clicker.
The clicker, huh?
Yeah. If I ever got scared of the dark, I could just flip the switch and a magic light would scare the monsters away.
Oh, sure.
Convenient.
Here it is.
Alan.
Maybe it'll help you too.
Yeah, nice story, writer boy. You made that up right now, didn't you?
No.
What the heck? It's like if you just had that the entire time.
I love
Just
you.
there.
Even if you are a liar. Thanks for this.
This is a good relationship, you know? Everything working out, making out. They had a pretty good relationship, but I think it's more based off of his work than anything else. Alright, now we're back to the future. Back
How do
to
you
the
feel,
future.
Mr. Wick? Any nausea, disorientation, anything like that? Mr. Wick?
Easy
How
there,
you feel?
Gollum.
I'm okay. My head's fine. I had to lie about my headache and memory loss.
No, you didn't. You could have gotten
Sent me to the
medicine like a
hospital for
normal
tests.
person.
I couldn't leave without Alice.
Very well. I don't think you have a concussion, but you've obviously been through
This
quite
guy
a
does not
shock.
look like
You should take it easy
a
for a
doctor.
couple of days.
Thanks.
He looks like he just jumped in from his fly fishing trip.
Well then, Mr. Wake, we're done here. If the pain gets any worse or you experience any other symptoms, you should come see me.
All
I'll
right.
let you get on with it then. Sarah, Sheriff
You know, I
Breaker
wouldn't
is waiting for you.
interfere with
She's
your little fishing
very
trip.
good at her job. I'm sure she can locate your wife in no time.
Doc
Good.
Nelson was the image of a small-town doctor. Sheriff
really
Breaker
was.
had called him to the station to take a look at the cut in my head.
Oh my gosh, he was. He did just come in from a fishing trip.
I'm sorry you had to cut your morning fishing short for this, Doc.
I'm just predicting everything that's happening in this game as it happens. I haven't played it.
Coming from an old fisherman like me, but she's right up there. Now, she's a largemouth bass, which is what you're after if you prefer a
Dude, I don't care. My wife is missing, so...
Either trout or salmon on the other hand.
Jeez.
Then it's fly fishing for you.
Fly fishing.
You a fishing man, Mr. Wade?
Dude, stop talking to me.
Doesn't really matter,
I'm sorry I dug into it.
but it can be very relaxing.
Yeah, okay.
You can't
I'm sorry.
get
I'm
me
gonna
off the water this time.
I'm gonna leave.
Closest thing to heaven.
I'm out. God, just wouldn't shut up.
Thank you for testing the lights, Miss Weaver.
Knack for winning contests. Oh, weird. But fly fishing, big fan. Always go with my sister and brother-in-law. A lot of fun. Takes a lot of talent. So there's some other people gone missing around these parts.
Come in, Mr. Wake. Your phone's on the desk. The battery was dead. It's charged now.
Golly, okay. Could you be a little less creepy about that? I'll take my cell phone here.
Have you started looking for my wife yet?
My men are already on it. Now, can you tell me what happened?
Oh,
I'm
this
not
is
sure. I can't remember.
not the
We
best
were arguing. I
acting.
walked out of the cabin.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake? How did you end up at Stuckey's?
Oh, now it's a cutscene. Okay.
I wanted to tell her what had happened last night, but I couldn't. She'd locked me up. Excuse me. I need to take this.
Unknown caller. All right. See, I wonder if she thinks that I have anything to do with it.
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
Stop talking to the law. You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
Who is this?
What?
Go to the back lot. There's a hole in the fence on the left. Look inside the junker. I left a little something there to convince you we're all on the same page here.
What?
After you ditch the cops, you're gonna meet me in Elderwood National Park. There's a spot called Lover's Peak. Midnight. Don't do nothing stupid, pal. We're watching you.
Who's
I
watching
need some
me?
fresh air. Can I go out? In the back, maybe?
Of course, Mr. Wake. I understand. You can get there through the cells.
Of course I have to
Deputy
go through the
Grant can
cells.
show you the way.
All right.
I'm sorry. All of this, it's just a lot to take
Oh,
in.
it's a lot to take in. I gotta go now. Okay.
Mr. Wake, I
I-
understand.
Yeah, keep talking to the door. I'm not there anymore. All right. So somebody's got.
Can I help you with anything?
Are you Deputy Grant?
I need to get some air. The sheriff said I could go out back.
Of course, Mr. Wake. You can get there through the cell corridor.
Oh,
Just
thank
don't
you.
mind Walter in there. He's one of our regulars.
I thought he quit.
He's so
drinking
casual
for
about
good.
it. I wonder if there's
Oh,
any.
no such luck. He went on a bender and beat Danny pretty badly. He started
Alright, so I get to
shouting
talk to the
at
town
moment
drunk.
he
He's
woke
probably
up.
gonna have some vital information for me.
You can get to the
I
back
couldn't go
lot through
anywhere
that
yet.
door
I had to
and down
play
the
along with the
corridor, Mr.
caller.
Wake.
Yeah, okay, I'm
Alice's
sorry.
life was at
Alright.
stake.
Yeah,
Thanks.
Alice, I get it. Alright. Can't get in there. Oh, manuscript.
Alice looked through the viewfinder, lining up the shot. Cauldron Lake was breathtaking. Something caught her eye. A figure standing in the shadows behind the cabin, like a thin woman in a black dress. She lowered the camera and looked again. No one there. Just a collection of bushes that looked vaguely human-shaped. She shook her head and laughed.
It was the woman that I met at the diner. Oh, some more Coco Moo, man. I'm doing a great job.
Hey, you! Can you help me? Can you turn the lights on?
Yeah, man, I get it, man. I was not a fan of the darkness as anyone.
Hey, you're alright.
Thanks,
You're a
Walter.
good guy. Don't let anybody tell you different.
I won't.
You know
Mm-hmm.
Cops, they got it all wrong.
Yep.
See? Sure. I beat him up, but I wasn't drunk. I mean, I wasn't drunk at the time.
Yeah, alright, Walter, that's
I only
fascinating.
got drunk afterward.
In
What?
spite of its human mask, to describe the dark presence as intelligent would have implied human qualities on something decidedly inhuman. Nonetheless, it found the one spot in the diner that was dark enough. Some light spilled into the corridor, ravaging it. But it took the pain. Horrible as it was, the writer would soon fix that. He would be coming to the one place where it still had power.
Interesting. But again, so these pages are still around here in the real world. I'm assuming it's still the real world.
The early morning light hurt my eyes and made my head ache. The man on the phone
Yeah,
had
it probably
said,
wasn't
"Go through
the-
the fence on the left."
Go through the fence on the left. Okay, probably down there. Let me just grab my thermos here. And maybe my boy on the radio will be on.
Well, folks, it's been another long
Excellent.
night, and it's about time for me to sign off.
Alright, so something's back there. Is this like some sort of secret organization? Is there something else going on here? I don't know. This game is just a mystery wrapped in an enigma.
Deputies Mulligan and Thornton had to deal with two intoxicated young men.
Alright. Can I jump the fence? No. Alright, I'm incapable of jumping a fence. But I can jump this fence. Alright. Kick. Yeah! Dang, I'm strong. I need to roundhouse kick those shadow dudes instead of wasting my bullets on them.
Alice's driver's license had been placed on the front seat.
What?
The caller meant business.
Jeez.
The caller had told me to find a hole in the fence behind the police station.
Yeah,
There was
I got
something
it.
for me in an abandoned car.
Yeah, I got it. I picked it up.
Ow, thank God. Where the hell have
Oh,
you
so now
been?
Barry's
I've
calling
been
me.
trying to reach you for a week, you and Alice.
Sorry.
I've been worried
I
sick.
woke up a week later in
I'm
a
here.
car crash.
Barry, listen to me. I'm at the sheriff's station. Come and get me. I can't talk now.
Al, what the hell is going on?
I had to get the sheriff to let
Dude,
me go.
Al,
I
something's
needed to
going
get
on.
to Elderwood National Park to meet Alice's kidnappers.
Yeah, that would be important. Wake at
The
Lover's
kidnapper
Peak.
fired his gun one last time, and the shadow vanished into the darkness it had come from. See? Nothing to it, Wake. The thought of Alice in his hands was revolting. We stood on the wooden platform of Lover's Peak, the waterfall in the mountain behind us, the lights of the radio mast blinking red in the heights above. I fought with the urge to take a swing, force myself to speak. Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife?
Let's see if he says that later on. Wouldn't be surprised. Alright, let's exit the sheriff's station. Well, see, I feel like I should be able to go this way if I wanted to. But it's not letting me pull that lever because that would make no sense. Alright. Get over the fence. Huh! Come on, nice. Alright, so I need to go back up the main entrance. There's more to this town than meets the eye. I feel like people know about this shadow presence. And Walter, my bud, is passed out. Clarence?
That reveals the world of his story from darkness, shapes it from nothingness. The way a sculptor carves a statue from a block of granite. If I stop, the world I'm making dies.
So,
This will reclaim it.
am I writing this story
Long
about
journey
me?
Into the dark. Alice's life is at stake, but I can't.
Marvelous, Sarah. I just wanted to settle all the damage
Who's
the
this
Anderson
guy?
brothers might have inadvertently caused on their recent.
Cutscene, thank you. More
Are you
information.
feeling any better, Mr. Wake?
I'd like to leave. Am I free to go?
Well, we still need to talk
Am
about...
I under arrest?
No, of course
You're
not.
being so
But I
belligerent,
need to know
bud.
where you'll be staying so I can get in touch with you.
I'd avoid the motel. The Majestic is known for its roaches.
Okay,
The
thanks.
cabins at Elderwood
Thanks,
are
little
pretty
gossip.
nice, though.
That sounds perfect.
I'm Dr. Emil Hartman. I'd like to invite
Oh,
you to
he's the
stay
guy that lives up
over
the
in Lake
Villa.
Lodge.
Did you talk to my wife?
I had the pleasure of discussing your situation with her.
Oh,
on
is he the guy in the
several
books?
Did you
occasions.
set something up with her?
I invited her here. My clinic is a place where.
Whoa!
Take it easy.
Wake, calm down, bud.
Hey, nobody move. Get your hands off of my client.
Who are you?
I'm Barry Wheeler, his agent.
Bobby
If you have
Moynihan!
business with Mr. Wake, you talk to me. You yokels won't know what
Thanks,
hit you
Bobby.
once I sick my lawyers on your asses.
No harm done, Sarah. I'm all right. I
You
don't
just
wanna
got clocked in
press
the face.
charges. Mr. Wake, my offer still stands.
Get
Thanks.
me out of here.
But Al, I mean, if Al's here, then
What the hell was that about, Al? We don't need a replay of that.
God,
thing
this
with the
guy is
paparazzi.
set.
I thought they were gonna lock you up.
now we gotta ditch Al so I can go meet the guy in
I
the
had to
mountain.
talk to someone. I told Barry
Or
everything.
not.
He
Let's
thought I
trust
was
Barry.
certifiable, but when he heard about the manuscript, I had him. The fact that I'd written something, even if I couldn't remember it, was enough for him. He smelled money, and he believed that Alice had been kidnapped.
So he's only gonna
Anything
do it.
beyond that was another story. I had a
I'm waiting for the money.
with the kidnapper in a place called Lover's Peak, somewhere in Elderwood
Ooh,
National
Lover's
Park.
Peak.
The plan was to rent
No.
a cabin.
I don't
High
like
school
it, Al.
sweethearts
I
go
don't
up to the
like any of
mountain,
it. It's not good. In
start
fact,
making
it's
out,
the
and all of a
absolute
sudden,
opposite of good.
the chain wielder or the UFO
Barry, you found
comes
him.
and wrecks
Oh,
things.
wow, I was just thinking about you too.
Great.
I was just bringing Rusty some coffee.
Oh,
He was
yes.
on the balcony, looking after Max. Poor thing. I
It's
really need to
Rose.
go. Great to see you again, Mr. Wake.
I think she
Later.
would be a lot less maintenance than Alice is right now.
Who's Max?
There's so many characters. Am I supposed to be keeping all these
What
straight?
an airhead.
Jeez, Mr. Takes a swing at everybody. This is not her fault. She's a very
Thanks, Bobby.
nice girl and, more importantly, a fan.
They're few and far between these days, since you can't write. I can read into the context of everything. You know, because I'm psychic. Whoa, big old woolly mammoth. The skeleton of a Columbian mammoth. This specimen, estimated to be 14,000 years old, was recovered from La Brea Tar Pits in 1981. It was donated to the Elderwood National Park in 1998 when the Columbian mammoth became Washington State Fossil. Named Bucktooth Charlie, it has since become the park's official mascot. Fascinating. Dang. I'm still waiting for the day they can like clone those and get them back.
Just listen to yourself. What, you shot a guy and his
Mhm.
body just disappeared? When's the
Mhm.
last time you slept?
Give me
Are
Coco
you
move.
high? Have you been drinking?
I have not been drinking anything except from these thermoses. Give me a break,
No!
Al.
Look, Barry, I'm missing a week, and someone's got Alice,
Do
and
you
everything's just...
understand what it sounds like when you say stuff like that?
Well, pretty
Don't get me
crazy.
wrong, it's a good story. Could be a bestseller.
Wait here.
I'm sick of listening to you, Al. Sick of all this
Easy there,
honor.
boy.
Oh
Almost
no.
done. Hey, Rusty, right?
Oh,
You're at
puppy.
cabins.
Oh, Mr. Wake, I'd shake your hand, but mine are kind of full here.
Aw.
Actually, I'm sorry about this. Would you mind grabbing the registration form from the desk? It's just across from Bucktooth Charlie.
Okay, sure. What
Oh.
happened?
Crazy poachers. Max here got his foot caught in a trap.
Oh.
They're illegal to use here. Hell,
What
you're
is
not
that?
supposed
Those
to
are the
hunt
real
within park at
monsters.
all, but that doesn't stop some lowlifes.
I'd rather take out poachers.
Al, you can't just go
Oh
and
my
meet a
gosh!
kidnapper.
Shut
Those
up!
situations always end up in disaster. You gotta talk to the cops.
She's my wife, and it's my call.
I'm gonna do what I
Talk
want.
about this later.
No, this whole thing. Listen, you hit your head. I mean, geez.
Can I
Al,
kick?
come
Can I
on.
press E to
You
kick?
gotta understand how crazy all
Kick
this
you in the
sounds.
face?
If you're trying to pull
Wait
a joke
here.
on me, freak me out, it's working. Ha ha! Let's have a laugh on Barry.
I like the action, but man, these cinematic
This is the form
sequences.
you wanted?
I'm
And
sorry.
here are the keys. Okay, you're all set, Mr. Wake. Glad to have you staying here.
Thanks. Can you
Okay,
tell me how to get
Max.
to Lover's Peak?
Oh, sure. It's at the
You
end
know,
of the nature trail.
I don't know what
Just
you've been
follow
up
the paths
to,
you'll get
Rusty,
to
but
eventually.
later
It's an
tonight I'm
easy
heading up to
walk.
Lover's Peak.
Nice spot, too.
Oh, you know, maybe if you want to come and, bring Max with
If
you.
you
I
have
don't
any
know.
trouble finding it, just keep your eyes on the radio.
Oh my gosh.
Right below that.
All the way up there?
Oh, and hey, if you take a walk in the woods, watch your
Jeez.
steps so you don't end up like Max.
Yeah, okay, thanks for the vote of confidence.
You're asking me to believe that you shot a dude who went poof into thin
Yeah,
air.
okay,
a guy who was
yeah.
bulletproof until you pointed a flashlight at him.
I'm done.
You hear that from people who end up spending
I want
time
to kick you
in
so
padded
much. I'd
rooms.
rather just have that bear come to life and maul you.
Shirts with too long tangled up sleeves and eating a healthy diet of pills.
Oh my gosh. Well, we're going to Lover's Peak, I know that.
Al.
Bobby Moynihan, shut up.
We should go to the sheriff or call the FBI.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her. This is not a goddamn debate, Barry.
Barry,
I'm going to Lover's Peak.
Very.
You said to
There's
come alone.
no
Okay,
sound there.
Okay then. I understand. You're my best
Barry.
friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head. Tell me what to do to help, and I'll do it.
You stay here, and if I'm not back by morning, call the cavalry.
I mean, usually I relate to these guys that are like the voices of reason, but for some reason he's a little too happy.
These yokels are dangerous. Everybody hates a tourist, or it'll be deliverance all over again.
Jeez.
Bless you.
Oh, this
Was he
place is
allergic to
starting kill me.
nature?
I'll bet there's mold in here.
Yep.
Spores, poison ivy,
Mhm.
God knows what. This is so not
Alright, so I'm about done with this piece. Let's go check out this cabin real quick. Looks exactly like the one that I was in over on the lake, but, you know, not next to a giant body of water where my wife could be thrown in. Boop. Can I? Thank you. Alright. Lover's Peak, I'm coming for you, baby.
I'll wait here, Al. I'll hold down the fort.
I told you to do that. Alright, here we go, buddy. Head for Lover's Peak. Can I get in the car? Do I get to drive there? Maybe not. Ooh.
Barry had never gotten along with Alice, but he knew Alan loved her with an almost frightening intensity. And now something had happened to Alice. And here was Al armed with a gun and saying things people got put in padded cells for. It was as if his friend had experienced a massive psychotic episode and was now totally disconnected from reality. It scared the shit out of Barry.
Well, yeah, I mean, clearly he was not happy with my life decisions. Okay, so I'm gonna head to Lover's Peak, confront the mysterious man on the other end of the phone line, and hopefully regain the love of my life, Alice. But we'll figure this out next week. Or tomorrow. Whenever I get around to it. Thanks for watching, and as always, hasta la vista.